I'm excited to step in for Whitney's regular weekly introduction today so that she doesn't have to introduce herself. Whitney is most proud of her professional accomplishments in her life after facing many challenges as a young adult, including being a teen parent after losing her mom to cancer at such a young age. She is honored to be able to feel good about the work that she does on a daily basis. And a bonus is that Whitney knows how proud her mother is that she is able to honor her memory every day. Whitney and her family spend a lot of time outdoors, whether it be hiking, camping, or evening walks with the family. Many people might know Whitney fosters dogs regularly. In fact, her family has saved 8 dogs that were set to be euthanized in the past 18 months. That is amazing, Whitney. And I love seeing all the pictures of your cute little foster dogs. So please join me in welcoming Whitney Eikmeier with the American Cancer Society as she presents on differentiating your brand within your industry. Whitney, Sean is going to time you and then give you a 2-minute warning.
It's terrifying. I didn't realize what he wanted for Christmas. Now I know I'm going to get shut off at the end. Thanks for the intro, Christine. It's nice having a little break from that, and always exciting to just have somebody take the reins and introduce you. So I'm excited to share my presentation with you all this morning. I'm going to have a focus on, businesses differentiating themselves within their industry. There is a lot of great work that we do here at the American Cancer Society, but most of you know that I work specifically with businesses and companies in the area on partnership opportunities. So I am going to focus a little bit more on that side. Presenting on our mission programs like the Road to Recovery program I talked about is a presentation in and of itself. So in light of time, I'm going to dive right in and really dive into my specific role here at the Society. I do want to just mention that here at the American Cancer Society, we are the #1 trusted source of cancer information. In fact, 1 in every 2 newly diagnosed cancer patients calls us for information, education, resources, and anything else that you can imagine. And I'm confident that number would be 100% if everyone knew that we were here as a resource for the community. We've been around for 110 years leading that fight against cancer. And in this year alone, we've impacted the lives of 55 million people. That is really impressive. The work that we're doing is tremendous. But I'm going to go ahead and dive right in specifically on the partnership opportunities for companies to get involved and why they would want to get involved with us from that company strategy perspective. So there's a lot of information on the screen. I'm going to try to kind of dive into the different components and opportunities for a company to get involved. 10 minutes is really short amount of time, but I'm going to do my best. So the first category I'm going to talk about is our community engagement opportunities. So these are really the events that we host out in the community. Many of us here at BNI attended our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer event in October. That was a 5K walk. We also have other community events like Relay for Life in different communities. We have our Hope Galas and different sports events like our golf event, as well as Hood to Coast is one in our area that's really, really great. So companies can get involved specifically through our event space and have really great exposure out in the community. It's a great opportunity for their employees to get involved and build some company morale, which I'll dive in a little bit to later. I really wanted to highlight some of the key trigger words or statements that you all might hear when you're out in the community. And so for this one, it would be a company or an individual saying, we really want something for our employees to work on together that they all care about, or something that they're passionate about together. And so again, getting involved with our events is a great way for a company to offer team building for their employees. Definitely a great way to build that company and team morale. And then it's great brand exposure for the company as well, because it is a direct event that's happening out in the community, especially if you're a sponsor. There are different benefit levels and packages that come along with a sponsorship. So events are a great way to get involved. One example of a partnership we have is with Delta Airlines. We've been working with them for about 15 years. They get their company employees out and they do Delta Days of Hope every year, which is, as you can see from the photos, a jet drag that their employees actually tug of war pull a jet. Super amazing, super engaging. The employees have loved this for 15 years, like I said, and I don't think that they would ever be able to end it because they look forward to it each and every year. So great opportunity for a company to just build something exciting that their employees are involved with while also having a great impact on an amazing, well-reputable nonprofit. A way that you can navigate, some of those trigger words that you might hear within this would be, I know somebody that works for the American Cancer Society that can help create a fun experience for you, your business, and your employees. Are you willing to connect with them? All right, so these next two sections, I kind of combined them, but these are really corporate gifts or grants. Of course, a company can write a check, hand it over, and walk away. But number one, there's no fun in that, and number two, there's not really a whole lot of recognition or engagement for the company. So it's unless you're really just looking to get a tax write-off, you don't get much out of that. So companies can get involved with maybe what them or their employees are passionate about. And that could be anything from our research and preventative work to our programs and services like our Road to Recovery, our 1-800 number, our Hope Lodges. Again, that's a whole presentation in and of itself. But a company can definitely partner with us specifically in an avenue of work that we're doing that they maybe are passionate about. Something that you might hear out in the community on this would be, we want a meaningful way to provide help for people with cancer. A company might be interested in this if they've had cancer in the workplace, or if one of their employees is passionate about cancer, or if a company is really passionate about health equity. We have some great work happening in the space of health equity. Again, that's probably another presentation in and of itself, but if a company is really passionate about the inequalities that people experience in regards to health through the cancer lens specifically, these are great ways for companies to get involved. So how you might navigate this type of trigger word or statement that you might hear would be, I hear that you're passionate about cancer. I know somebody that works for the American Cancer Society. Can I connect you? Next, I want to talk about our consumer activated partnership opportunities. This is where we're working directly with the consumer or client base of our partner. And this could be through cause marketing, which would be a percentage back on a certain product or service, or it could even be point of sales where their client is donating, a roundup at the register, or $1, $3, $5 at the register. There's many different ways why a company might benefit from partnering with us in this way. And that could definitely be, brand awareness. Of course, statistics show that consumers are more likely to purchase a product when a company is co-branded with a nonprofit or they're supporting a nonprofit. And actually the statistics and rates are even higher when a company's partnering with the American Cancer Society brand, because we are a well-known brand and we are a favorable brand. So something that you might hear for this would be, we would like to give a portion of our sales from a product or service. Another great benefit to this is potentially bringing in new customers or new clients, or maybe if a company is launching a new product or service, it's a great way to bring awareness and market that product or service, in a maybe a little bit of a different, unique way. And then I also mentioned the point of sale, so rounding up. So what you might hear somebody say is, we know that our customers are passionate about cancer and we want to give them the opportunity support. One benefit of partnering in this way would be the obvious brand awareness pieces that I've already mentioned, but also this is not hitting the bottom line of the company. It's coming directly from the consumer. So again, a great way to partner. And how you might navigate these conversations would be, I hear you say that you're wanting to get creative in your marketing for your business, or you want to get creative with your customer base, and I know somebody that can help you with that. Are you willing? Can I make an email introduction? Lastly, I want to talk about our employee activated partnerships. So this is similarly where we work directly with the employee base at a company. So this could be through volunteer opportunities. It could be through payroll deductions. It could be through a health and wellness initiative in the workplace. And there are obvious benefits to partnering this way. Not only there's some brand recognition pieces, of course, but also supporting your employees and your employee interests, and as well as your employee health and well-being is really, really important as an employer. There's also some statistics that show that now more than ever, people are relying more on companies and businesses to solve societal problems and less on other aspects like government and whatnot. So it's really, really important for for employers to support their employees in this way. And like I mentioned, this could be through payroll. Also, companies will do matching gifts where they'll match a donation that's made, or maybe even match volunteer hours. An example of that is Walmart. They have their volunteerism always pays program. They encourage their employees to go out and volunteer, and then Walmart donates funds to the nonprofit that they volunteered with. So great way to engage and really show that your employees that you care about what they care about, which is really, really important for company morale. So some of the things that you might hear and then there's the workplace education portion. So what you might hear for that is we really want to support our employees who are going through, they have family members that are going through or have been diagnosed with cancer. I do lunch and learns in the workplace where we talk about early detection, cancer prevention. We have some fitness challenge that we do in the workplace. And then just in general health and wellness initiatives. We also have wellness toolkits that we share with HR departments at companies. So there's a lot of work that we're doing in the space of educating employees and supporting employees through the health lens. So how you might navigate these types of conversations would be, I hear that you really want to support your employees. You want them to feel supported.
We're heading towards
and I know
the end, Whitney.
What's that?
We're heading towards the end.
Okay. Like we're getting close. So yeah, I know somebody that can help you with that. Can I connect you? So that's really all of it in a nutshell. I know that was like a lot of information in a little amount of time, and I barely hit the iceberg on all of it. But does anybody have any questions about the ways that a company can partner with us here at the American Cancer Society?